Hi, my name is Kylie Cruz and welcome back to KCNails. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe and like button. And yeah, we're just going to jump right in. So, as I said, today's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. I went ahead and already prepped my nails with the peel off base coat from a card. I used that in the last video. It worked wonderfully. Okay, so these are 2XL long tapered square nails. I think it's from Una Gel or something. They are on my storefront from Amazon, so if you want to check them out, then they're linked down below. I really enjoy these. They're pretty sturdy, and I tend to use them quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and file off that excess. I don't know what it is, like I guess it's just from manufacturing, but I always go ahead and do that first. So again, I want to just apologize for the background noise. I have a toddler, and as if any of you are mamas, you know, you're never done working. I mean, I love being a parent, but sometimes it is just super exhausting. But yeah, you're gonna probably hear her in and out of the recording here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that same peel off base, and I use it to attach my nails for like the Gel X system. And I'm using the Beetles UV lamp here. I really do enjoy this to just flash cure the nails. I flash cure for about, I guess like 10 to 20 seconds just to attach the nails. And then once I get them all set and where I want them, then I go ahead and cure for the full 60. So I did have another previous Valentine's Day video, and I went more in depth of the Gel X system and how I apply the nails. But just real quick, use constant pressure. You want to stop when you see the glue get to the edge of your natural nail, and make sure you try to concentrate that like glob of glue onto the center of your nail, not so much towards the back, because you don't want it squeezing out by the cuticle when you apply. So just like that, you see it ending at my natural nail. And yeah, you do need to apply constant pressure while you are flash curing as well. And yeah, so you're going to go ahead and do that, flash cure for about 10 to 20 seconds. And then I went ahead and already filed the shine off of all the nails. So that is that right there. And I'm going to take a lint-free wipe with some isopropyl alcohol, and I'm just going to get all that dust off of those nails before we start. Okay, so this is what they look like after all the prep is done, and we're just going to go ahead and go in with the base coat. I kind of spoke about it before as well. I love Module ones. How do you pronounce? I don't know how to pronounce that name. I love their brand. I always use them. I just actually recently bought some more base and top coat. It was like on sale. Yeah, always love it. Always use it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of the nails. If you were able to check out my recent shorts video, it was a retro Valentine's Day nail set or design, and I'm actually using that same design that I created, and I'm going to just create a full set. So yeah, if you were interested in that shorts video, then definitely stay tuned for the full set reveal at the end. Okay, so finishing up the base coat on all of the nails, I went ahead and cured for 30 seconds, and then I'm going in with the Beetles nail polish in A824. So I personally use this color a lot. I think it's just the like perfect neutral nude color for any nail set. So I'm going to go ahead and place that on all 5 nails, and then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. Once that's done curing, I did go ahead and go in with a second coat just to make the color a little bit more even throughout all of the nails and have a steady base. So I went ahead and did that, and then I cured again for 60 seconds. So for those of you that know, I do have an Etsy account. Right now it's on vacation because we've been away for a little bit of time, so I'm going to get it up and running again. I sell press-ons, and so I'm going to have a video coming up of how I apply press-ons and like 5 things that you could be doing wrong. Sometimes, people don't want to do press-ons because they're afraid, 1, they'll fall off just, without even trying. And then 2, because, they can't put them on straight. Yeah, it takes practice. So just stay tuned for that video because I find it could be quite helpful. Okay, so we finished placing that Beetles neutral on all 5 of the nails, and now we're going to go ahead and continue on with some detail work. So I'm going to place a few colors on the palette, and I have listed them above for you guys on screen if you want them the exact colors. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a dab of each color on the palette so that way we have it accessible for when we're doing the details. I did just want to mention that the little bottles of Beetles were in a set that I had gotten, and then the bigger ones are bought individually. So if you're looking for them, then you want to look for the set. I think it's in the Euphoria collection. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get the brushes that I use. It's Kolinsky, size 0, and I think it comes in a 3-pack. I also have this on my Amazon storefront, but I love these brushes because they're very thin and you can really get precise. I'm going to go ahead and use that Beetles white and draw the French line. And I'm going to do an actual half French because I'm not going to do the full French tip. Okay, so I hope this set isn't confusing for you guys. So normally I paint like one nail design and then I move to the next. But for this one, I decided to go ahead and do all the main work, which is the French lines with the white and the details. Because ultimately at the end of the set, they're all pretty similar and it was just easiest to complete like step 1, step 2, step 3. So let me know if it's easier for you guys to understand or if you like just one nail at a time like I normally do. Okay, so when filling in those French lines, I do tend to go back and forth between the detail brush and just using the actual gel polish applicator. And that's because sometimes I feel like it's going to take me a lot longer, and other times the space is just small and I feel like I can't do it with this brush because it's larger. So a lot of times I'll take like the regular gel polish brush and I'll cover the entire area, and then I'll go in with the detail brush and just clean it up. Okay, so again, we're finishing up the French lines and then we're going to take colors. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to draw some checkers. So, like a checkered pattern. So I'm just doing little lines with, again, that Kolinsky size 0 brush. And I don't like to put a lot of polish on this brush when I'm doing this because we're going to fill in the checkered pattern anyway. So just getting like a more precise line and not too thick is a lot easier to deal with. So just going in with that brush and that lighter pink polish, we're drawing lines vertical and then horizontal, and then we're going to fill in every other square. So you'll see me do that for the checkered pattern, and you're just making sure that you alternate squares, and that's going up per column. So this is obviously the sped up version. If I didn't, we'd probably be here longer than anyone wanted to be. So I'm speeding up in time, me filling in every other checkered box, and you can cure per box if you want to. I didn't because I could go in the lines, but if you are afraid that you're not going to be able to keep in the lines, I would definitely flash cure. Put it in for like 15 seconds in the UV lamp, and then you're not going to mess up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same steps on my pointer finger and my thumb, and then we're going to outline the checkers themselves. So a pointer would be to not put that much product on your brush, and then also I'm resting my hand on a flat surface, and then while I'm moving the brush, I'm also rotating my finger like in the opposite direction, and it kind of helps guide that line. Like I said before, if you're not the most steady with your hand, I would definitely flash cure the lines once you get them how you want them, and then proceed to go in and fill in the checkers just in case you happen to go outside the lines or mess up. Okay, so I'm finishing up the thumb. I'm actually just doing a half checkered design on the thumb. And when it's complete, then I have officially finished all 3 nails that I'm going to have checkered. So I'm going to go ahead and outline in Beetles 565, and this honestly makes the checkers itself pop more, so we're just going in with like a little bit of a darker pink. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed to do that with all the nails that I had placed the checkered pattern on. And then when we're done with that, we're going to add some, like a little bit of glitter. It's a polish from Beetles that has glitter in it. So it's not like in your face glitter, but it's just enough to like kind of bring the whole look together. Okay, so going in with the glitter polish, it is a pink. And it's A684 from Beetles, and it's very light. Like when you put it on, you can't see it that well, so I did happen to go over it with a second coat and kind of thicken up the line. And I got quite a bit of product on the brush when I did this because I wanted it to show up more. And I'm just going to go ahead and place that polish around each French line. So I'm also going to do that on the white French, and that's just to kind of blend in all the pink colors with one another. I did want to mention, since I am using that same Kolinsky brush each time, in order to clean the brush out between colors, I just use like a little dapping dish and put some isopropyl alcohol in it, and then I swish it around, and then I use a lint-free wipe to clean it off with. I don't know if you guys are like this, but I'm that type of person who, if they find like a product they like, I tend not to switch it up, especially when it comes to brushes, because you need that intricate work. Okay, with that being said, they are all done and complete. I did cure for 30 seconds in the lamp, so the lines will not be moving. And we're going to go right ahead and add some hearts since it is a Valentine's Day look. Some people use a dotting tool, and I do like to do that, but I want to make these hearts a little bit bigger. So I am just using that same brush, and I'm getting more product on the brush, so quite a bit of gel polish. I'm doing 2 dots, and then I'm going to draw it towards the middle of the 2 dots to a point, which is going to be ultimately the heart. And then you're just going to kind of work the polish around to create how big of a rounded heart that you want. So you're going to see in the end, I did quite a few hearts on these nails. I think I kind of regret doing as many hearts as I did because I did the stems, and the stem is also a heart, which is kind of like the point. Like, I wanted to do a really cool stem. But when I looked at the set and it's like final, and the final steps there, I realized I should have added some checkers to the left of my hand because they're all gravitated towards the right, and I don't know why I did that, but it's trial and error. It is okay. I still think it looks really cool. But I went ahead and used this Beetles green polish, and I did put it on the screen for you guys, and I'm tracing a stem heart. So I wanted to connect the two like cherries but shaped as hearts, with a stem as a heart too, because it's Valentine's Day, and I thought that looked really cool. And then I went ahead and used the white, and I just did a little like shadow, like line type thing to make it look more like retro and cool. So I went ahead and did that with all the hearts, and once that's complete, then I went ahead and cured for 30 seconds, and then I got my top coat and I top coated all the nails and then put that in the lamp for its final cure at 100 to 120. And this is the final look. I really enjoyed how it came out. I think, like I said, if I was to do anything different, I would have added, the checkers more to the left as well. But sometimes when you make these videos, they kind of are just like a wing it type situation. It was inspired by my shorts video, so if you were able to check that video out, then you can kind of see how I came up with this idea. So I really hope that you guys have a great Valentine's Day and are able to celebrate with loved ones, whether it be family or friends. And thank you to those of you who are returning subscribers. I really appreciate your endless support. And if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and like as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video today. And again, please stay safe and have a happy Valentine's Day. Okay, bye.